Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to do a combination of a few things that I usually do for video content on my channel. I'm going to do a quick shop walkthrough. I'm going to show some products that I purchased over the counter today and received from wholesalers. And I'm going to do an unboxing. All the while, we're going to talk gold and silver market. So we got a lot of cool things to look at and a lot of interesting things to cover. So please stick around. Hey everyone, as I mentioned, we're going to do a quick shop walkthrough. We're going to show off some products that we bought across the counter today and some products that we bought from wholesalers. And we're going to do an unboxing because I literally just got a package. Oop, trying to get my light to work here. I think my bulb's going out. There we go. I just got a package from FedEx. So we're going to open that up and see what's inside. I think I know, but I don't know. I've been surprised before. Some of my stuff gets sent 2-day freight, some gets sent ground, which takes 3 to 4 days. And don't always happen to notice or track what's coming that day because I get boxes literally almost every day. So that'll be a bit of a surprise. But while I'm just panning over some things in the showcases here, we'll talk about the metals market. Both gold and silver have held pretty steady within the last week. Silver on Friday closed at about $2,020. I'm sorry, gold on Friday closed at about $2,021, I believe it was. Silver closed right around 24 bucks. Here we are Monday morning, the 18th of December. It's 1 p.m. Central Time. And both gold and silver are essentially the same price. Silver's dipped a little, a few cents, and gold is up a few dollars. So pretty much a flat trajectory. What does that mean? Well, good question. We've talked several times in terms of gold. Myself, as well as many others, feel that that $2,000 an ounce number is a resistance level. Both when it's below 1900 and when it gets above, it becomes a support. So right now, although gold did dip a little bit below 2000 last week, it did close up above 2000 an ounce. So I still believe that gold is well supported up above that $2,000 an ounce mark. Does that mean it's a good opportunity to buy? Well, not in terms of historical data, I guess, because historically the high of gold technically happened overseas a little over a week ago, where it got to over 2,150, albeit it was just for moments, truly. But, you know, I think both gold and silver are to be looked at as long-term investments. So if you're truly looking to invest in gold, I don't want to discourage you from buying gold right now, because I don't know if it's going to dip, if it's going to go up. As I just got done saying, there is some good support around that $2,000 an ounce mark. So I think it's going to hover there for a little while. Having said that, I've been selling a lot of gold in the shop. On the flip side, I've been buying a lot of gold as well. So really it's happening both directions. Some days it's almost evening out the amount of ounces of gold that I buy versus the amount of ounces of gold that I sell. So I personally, and this is not financial advice, I'll put up a disclaimer, not financial advice. I haven't bought gold for me for a couple years, personally. I've only been stacking silver. Now I should clarify that I did some trades. I've traded silver for gold. I've traded gold back for silver. When the ratios are at numbers that I feel are beneficial to me at the time. So I have traded back and forth for gold, but I haven't actually went out and said, I'm going to buy gold today. I'm not saying gold's not right for you, because having said that, we do move a lot of ounces of gold. But, you know, there's to each their own, I guess. I think gold has a lot of long-term potential, and typically if there's a moment of chaos, whether it be in our country or anywhere in our world, gold likes uncertainty. So the gold price is going to go up much quicker than silver typically in a situation where we have chaos or uncertainty. So, I mean, how do you feel about the local state of the planet versus economically, geopolitically, socially? You know, I get many customers in here that like to talk and say, you know, Josh, the world's on fire. There's so many things going on. all over the country, all over the planet. Not all of it's being reported. Then again, what is reported of that? What truly can you believe? Because like it or not, all news media outlets, and I mean all, have agendas, both conservative leaning and liberal leaning. So, what's reported is reported with a bit of an agenda. So you really got to search and dissect and decide, what the real news is, I guess, quote unquote. Gold does like uncertainty. So typically in uncertain times, gold is the first to shoot up. Silver typically follows. So for what it's worth, yes, I do believe there's great opportunities in gold. Just from a historical price point speaking, it is still near an all-time high. Granted, we're going to set all-time highs again. There's going to be new all-time highs. It's just with the metal of silver, silver's at less than half of an all-time high. And I know there's naysayers out there that are going to say all-time highs don't matter. Well, they do. It gives us a perspective on how high the metal can go based on current economic and socioeconomic conditions. You can argue when silver got to almost $50 an ounce back in 1980, the Hunt brothers cornered the silver market and manipulated it almost single-handedly and drove the price up to crazy levels. I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about in 2011, when silver got to over $49 an ounce. We're not too far removed from that. And here, 12 and a half years later, we sit at a silver price that's been pretty stagnant for quite some time, really hovering between $20 and $26 to $27 an ounce for the last couple of years. There's been times it's dipped a little lower, down into the 19s and maybe even into the 18s. Look at those as buying opportunities. But I truly believe that based on where we understand silver can go, it has a lot more opportunity for growth than gold. So once again, I said that's not financial advice, but that's where I'm putting my bets in precious metals. I personally am investing in silver. So while we're talking about that, for those of you who don't know, I am doing some December deals. They run all through the month. I did decide I'm probably going to be closed Christmas week or Christmas Day through New Year's Day, but these specials will continue to run for those products that I still have in stock, but unfortunately I won't have the doors open, so you'll just have to call or text you'll just have to call or text to place orders with me for those December deals. 1 ounce silver Britannias and Philharmonics. I'm actually sold out of Britannias, but I'm replacing them with Canadian Maple Leafs. So Canadian Maple Leafs and Austrian Philharmonics are spot +3. I have a few 2 ounce silver rounds left. When those are gone, they are gone. Literally the 2 I have left are sitting right there. If you can see those, literally I have 2. 40% silver halves were all sold out unless somebody sells me some across the counter. So that sale's over. And then Morgan silver dollars, pre-1921, 3 for $100, or then 21 Morgan and Peace, 4 for $100. So I'll show those off real quick. So my pre-33 bin's really getting picked. I probably had 100 of these to start. That's all that remains. That's the 3 for $100 bin. And these are 4 for $100. Oop, get my Christmas tree out of the way. These are 1921 Morgans and assorted year Peace dollars. Anywhere from VG to XF. There's maybe even some AUs in there also. So you just got to kind of pick through and pick out your favorites. But as a additional special this week, now I haven't done the checking, but I'm willing to bet that this is going to undercut most, if not all, of online retailers, at least on the 1 ounce silver rounds. 1 ounce silver rounds, spot plus $1.75. That's going to run all week long, December 18th through December 23rd. No limit while supplies last. Now I say no limit. You literally can order as much as you want. I might not have all of them on hand to deliver to you, but I can order some and get them coming in. So while supplies last, I don't anticipate a time will come where I can't replace those. So you can almost ignore that bottom line, while supplies last. And then 5 and 10 ounce silver bars also are going to be on special this week, spot plus $1.70 per ounce. Both of those are slashed prices in terms of where we usually are at for premium. So very good deals on 1 ounce rounds, 5 and 10 ounce bars. I kind of showed you some of the rounds we got down here. We have some mixed in this bin as well, plus I have a bunch in the back. Then 5 and 10 ounce bars, you know, designs are limited to what I have on hand. So there's just a few examples, 5s and 10s. There's some more 5s and 10s down here. So that's a good special, and you know, I told you earlier it's 1 o'clock Central Time. I was only open till 1 o'clock today because I actually have to run my dogs to an appointment this afternoon at 2. So I thought I would take a few minutes, film some content for you all, and catch you up with what's been going on in Minot. One thing that doesn't or hasn't sold very well in the past that I sold a whole bunch of last week is 90% silver. More and more people are looking at the bartering aspect and the fractionality aspect of 90% US silver coinage. And I think it probably helped that I had it on special. I was selling it at spot plus $2 per ounce, which was just fractionally over my wholesale cost. We sold probably, gosh, well over $1,000 face value of 90% last week. So I was happy to put that on sale to get it into more and more people's minds that if you don't own any 90% silver, maybe now's the time. You know, coincidentally, and I'll show this in a minute, I bought all this 90% silver across the counter today. So, and I had ordered some previously as well to replace some things we sold. So we're stocked up well again on 90%, but I'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to focus on this tray. I put this together. This used to be my premium silver tray, and any item on here was priced anywhere from like 36-ish to $44, I believe was the most expensive. Well, I decided, you know, I'm gonna put everything on this tray on special. They're gonna be 36 bucks each straight across because there's like 1.25 ounce Canadian coin in the middle there, Canadian maple leaf, lunar sheep, 2023 1 ounce silver Libertad. There's some Korean coins which have crazy high premiums, some low mintage Australian stuff, African wildlife, Darth Vader, you know, colorized DT and Tetris. We got Aladdin. So, but anyway, decided to blow these out, make them 3 for $100. So now they're only 33 each. And I sold a bunch of these, and not all of these are replaceable in the tray here for me. You see I got some empty spots because I didn't refill it before I started filming. But this is just going to be an ongoing special until I decide to end it. But if you see anything on this tray, for those of you that are local and those customers that I have in other states, you can call me on it and let me check for you if I have what you're looking for in stock still by the time this video goes up. And then this tray, we got $30 silver. Some different low mintage premium silver rounds, bars. Got some Chinese pandas, koalas, kookaburras. There's a Homer Simpson. Pirates of the Caribbean, there's a few different ships on those coins there. So, but getting back to what I said about 90% silver, I'm really excited that more and more people are looking at 90% silver or junk silver or constitutional as a silver, or as a type of silver you want to stack. Up until about a year ago, I don't think I ever had to order in 90% silver coinage from a wholesaler because they always had a steady stream of it coming in, and it always was at least as much as what was going out the door. I think self-promotion of this product has helped in the store too, but I for one love stacking 90% US silver coinage. I like the feel of it. I like that you can touch it and you're not going to hurt it. You know, you don't have to worry about fingerprints. You can clang it in your hands. It sounds cool. It's real money by definition. So, but yeah, 90% silver coinage has really picked up in popularity. Now, one thing I want to show here, talked about stuff that before I get to that, hope you're still watching. We're at 14-ish minutes right now. On Saturday, I was very busy in here. I had a customer come in. His name was Daniel. He purchased several items. Daniel, if you watch my YouTube channel, this is for you. Or Luke, you'll know who I'm talking about if I say Luke. If you see this, let Daniel know. But Daniel made some purchases, paid for it, and forgot to take this. It's equally my fault. I actually had it sitting right here on the counter. We were doing business on this case right here. He had a bunch of items on this case. I handed him a bag. He bagged it up and left, leaving this bar right here. But he did pay for it. I put it out on my social media. Daniel, I'm trying to find you. If this is your 10-ounce silver snowflake, give me a call at the coin shop and we can figure out how you can get here to pick it up. but I do have it set aside for you. You paid for it. So that's my plea to help find Daniel. It's kind of like a modern day Where's Waldo type thing. By the power of editing, now we're going to do our unboxing portion of the video before we wrap this up today. Got this box via FedEx. Ooh. See what we got today here. Looks like we're going to be triple boxed. All right. This will be a handy box. I'll be able to reuse this one here. Okay, it's pretty heavy, so I'm guessing it's probably silver. Maybe some gold mixed in. I don't know. Oh, okay. Here we got some American Silver Eagles. Got some 1987s. Let's see what we got here. It's labeled kangaroo. So I'm thinking that's what it is. Yeah, looks like some Australian 1-ounce kangaroo. These are a nice coin. Oh, try to get it in focus here. There we go. Nice piece. I've got a tube of those. Like I said, got some backdate American Silver Eagles. They say tarnish on it, so those might be slightly impaired. Let's see what's in this little guy. I don't really remember. Oh, I think it might be a 10-ounce Engelhard bar. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's an old vintage, it's a P bar, denoted by the P in the beginning of the serial number. That's a beautiful 10-ounce vintage Engelhard silver bar. Then I got some more Mercury dimes. I think there's about $48 face here, because I remember that when I ordered. So, but yeah, inside there we had some Silver Eagles, some Australian kangaroos, this sick Engelhard bar, and some junk silver. So we'll swing on back to the shop walkthrough and get this video wrapped up. But I picked up all this 90% silver across the counter today. Actually, that's not entirely accurate, and I'll explain why. This is a $200 space in Washington silver quarters. Okay. I'm sorry, did I say 250? That's 125 face. And this is 125 face in 90% silver Roosevelt dimes. So between those two bins, 250 face total. I have another 250 face bag of Mercury dimes. Now these Mercury dimes came from a wholesaler. I actually ordered these. They came today. I opened the bag today. So those are Mercury dimes, 250 face. So we got 500 face and 90% sitting right here that just came today. I also bought some 1-ounce silver buffaloes across the counter. Nothing exciting, but you know, still silver. Then I got all this gold in today. You know, as I told you, maybe I didn't tell you, I was just thinking it. I sold out of 1-ounce gold over the weekend. I had 0 1-ounce gold pieces in the shop. And I had people wanting to buy more, but not wanting to wait for it, so they bought other things. And then look what I get in the shop today. You know, there's 4 1-ounce American Gold Eagles. Actually 5. There's a 5th one right there. Got a 1-ounce American Gold Buffalo, 1-ounce gold Canadian Maple Leaf, and a 1-ounce gold Krugerrand. And then I got a couple of $10 gold pieces. Full disclosure, these were actually ordered along with that bag. That came from the same wholesaler. So, but anyway, I get this question on gold a lot, and it, you know, now that I got a few pieces, you know, sitting, and I think you can tell this on camera, the difference in color. People, why does that gold coin look different? Well, the easiest answer, I mean, these two on the right-hand side are pure silver. They're 24 karat gold pure. 1 ounce, you know, the Canadian Maple, the American Gold Buffalo, those are pure gold. Whereas the American Gold Eagle right here, it's 22 karat, which makes it 91.7% pure. So it has a little more of a coppery color because there's copper and silver within it. And then the Krugerrand, get this on here a little bit better. That's really coppery because it's literally 90% gold, 10% copper. But the thing about it that a lot of people, I really have to explain this to those who don't invest in gold or aren't familiar with it. There's literally identical amounts of gold in all 4 of these coins. It's just with these 2, you get added metals. You get copper, and you get copper and silver with the eagle. So interesting enough. But yeah, I'm glad I got some more gold in stock. But yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. We'd like to hear from our viewers. It looks like YouTube on autoplay chose one of my calls with Silver Seeker up there. But I hope you all have a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, happy holidays to all of you, and I appreciate the support of the channel. If you haven't already, please drop a comment, give this a like. If you liked anything in the video today, leave a comment. We're always happy to hear those and respond to those. If you ever have any questions or need to reach out, it's always best to call me or text during regular business hours. An email will usually elicit the slowest response possible because I only check that a few days a week. And I get so overwhelmed with email, not just from viewers on YouTube, but a lot of other emails coming as well. So, but thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to sign off. It's been fun. You all have a great day.